How much does it cost for two people to go to Coachella? Let's break it down. I want to start off by saying that this is what I was okay with paying. It might be different for you, so just keep that in mind. First and foremost, you're going to need a ticket to get into the festival, which is around $1,100 for 2 wristbands, and I think it's about the same this year. Then, by far, the cheapest way for 2 people to stay at Coachella would be to car camp. Last year, it came out to $180 total for 2 people for all 4 nights. It's literally $18 a night. You're not going to find anything better than that. Then you have to physically get there. So for us, we only spent $28 on gas, but that's going to vary depending on how far away you live, what kind of car you have, etc. So far, the 3 things we've talked about are things you're just not going to be able to get around. You need a ticket to get in, you need somewhere to sleep, and you need some way of getting there. So for us, that costed $1,308 so far. But these next 2 categories are things that you can kind of start to skirt around or possibly cut back on. So because you've decided to car camp, you are going to need supplies like a tent, blankets, a table, a cooler. All of this category is really going to depend on what you already have. So for us, we spent around $842 in this category, and this includes a lot. So I'm talking, this is stuff from Amazon, from Costco, from Walmart, from Dick's, from Trader Joe's, from CVS. Anything and everything that we needed, we did in that $800, including a lot of food. Next is a category you can absolutely cut back on. As you can see here, we decided to splurge. So we spent around $544 on in-festival purchases. So I'm counting things like food you see here and merch that I'm wearing. I'm also counting groceries that we got from taking the shuttle bus. So these things are all very, very optional. So now for us, we've kind of covered tier 1 and tier 2, which is things you definitely need, and then supplies that's going to vary based on your situation. So far for us, we've spent $2,694, but there's still a few more very, very optional categories left. And that is going to be, you guessed it, clothes. So for us in this category, we spent $595. But again, that is just so totally optional. Now for me, the reason I'm okay spending this much is because I literally treat Coachella outfit shopping like school shopping. Like everything here I will wear a million times again. But going to Coachella the past few years, I've realized you don't need to go as hard as some of these influencers you're seeing. The last thing we spent money on was our nails. We honestly do our nails ourselves year round, but Coachella is the one time we splurged for it. So we did spend $100 in that category. So that brings us to the grand total of $3,339 for 2 people to go to Coachella, or $1,670 each.